Welcome to back my channel Coin Worth Million. This channel is a special place where every video brings you new knowledge, entertainment, and exciting experiences. Here Coins Worth you will find informative content, engaging stories, and everything that sparks your curiosity. Our goal is to make every moment enjoyable, help you learn something new, and be a part of this growing family. So join us and start this wonderful journey today. The 1999 United Kingdom 2 pence coin represents not only a small denomination of currency but also a piece of Britain's long monetary history that reflects centuries of royal tradition, symbolic design, and evolving minting technology. Introduced originally in 1971 during decimalization, the 2 pence coin was created as part of the new decimal system that replaced the old pounds, shillings, and pence system which had been in use for centuries. By the year 1999, the coin had already been in circulation for nearly 3 decades, yet it retained its distinctive copper-plated steel composition and iconic design elements that the public had come to recognize and trust. The 1999 issue is important because it stands at the threshold of a new millennium, being struck just 1 year before the year 2000, and it belongs to the broader category of coins featuring the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by sculptor Ian Rank-Broadley, a portrait that was introduced in 1998 and continued on UK coinage until 2015. This gives the 1999 2 pence coin a distinct position, as it carries the relatively fresh image of the Queen compared to earlier issues. On the obverse side of the 1999 2 pence coin, one sees the right-facing bust of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley. This portrait was notable for its realism and greater detail compared to earlier stylized versions. Unlike previous engravings which sometimes softened features, Rank-Broadley chose to depict the Queen in a more natural and mature form, capturing her as she truly appeared in the late 1990s. The Queen wears the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most recognizable pieces of jewelry, gifted to her grandmother Queen Mary in 1893. Around the portrait is the inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1999, which expands to, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This long-standing Latin inscription is traditional on British coinage and ties the modern monarchy to centuries of history, dating back to titles adopted by Henry VIII and his successors. The date 1999 is positioned at the bottom, signifying the year of minting. The reverse side of the coin features the famous badge of the Prince of Wales, which consists of a plume of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Beneath the feathers, a ribbon bears the German motto, Ich Dien, which translates to, I serve. This emblem has been associated with the Prince of Wales since the 14th century, with its origins often linked to Edward, the Black Prince, son of Edward III. The badge is symbolic of service, loyalty, and duty, values that have been historically tied to the heir apparent to the British throne. Around the central design appears the denomination inscription, 2 pence, along the upper edge and the numeral, 2, below. This reverse design was created by Christopher Ironside, a British artist and coin designer, and it has remained one of the most enduring and iconic designs in modern British coinage. The 2 pence coin's reverse design would eventually change in 2008 when the Royal Mint introduced Matthew Dent's heraldic shield design, but in 1999, Ironside's design was still the standard. The coin itself is relatively small, measuring 25.9 mm in diameter, with a thickness of around 1.85 mm, and a weight of 7.12 grams. Its composition by 1999 was copper-plated steel, a change introduced in 1992 due to rising metal costs. Prior to that, the coin had been struck in bronze, an alloy of copper, tin, and zinc, but the move to steel allowed the Royal Mint to reduce production expenses while maintaining the coin's familiar appearance. The copper plating ensured that the coin still looked similar to its older bronze counterparts, though over time collectors can often distinguish between bronze and copper-plated steel issues due to subtle color differences or magnetism. The steel coins are magnetic. For the 1999 issue, therefore, every circulation strike would have been copper-plated steel, which marks it as part of this new era in coinage metallurgy. The context of the United Kingdom in 1999 also adds historical resonance to this coin. Britain was at the cusp of the new millennium, with political, economic, and cultural shifts underway. The government, led by Prime Minister Tony Blair at the time, was pursuing modernization and engagement with Europe, though the UK retained the pound sterling rather than adopting the euro, which was introduced to financial markets in 1999. Coins like the 2 pence of that year were therefore symbols of continuity amidst change, reaffirming the identity of sterling currency as distinct from continental Europe's new shared money. For everyday users, the 2p coin was a practical denomination, frequently used in small transactions, vending machines, and particularly in the culture of saving coins in jars or charity collections. In fact, 2 pence coins have often been associated with amusement arcades in Britain, where 2p machines allow players to insert coins into slots in hopes of pushing prizes over the edge, making this coin culturally significant beyond its face value. From a numismatic perspective, the 1999 2 pence coin is not considered rare, since millions were struck for circulation by the Royal Mint. Its value in most cases is equal to its face value of 2 pence, although uncirculated or proof specimens can be worth more to collectors. The proof versions, struck to a higher standard with polished dies and special finishes, were included in annual proof sets sold by the Royal Mint to collectors. These proof coins often command higher prices depending on their condition, packaging, and completeness within sets. Circulation coins, however, remain common and can be found in everyday change, though after years of circulation they often show signs of wear, particularly on the raised areas of the Queen's portrait and the delicate lines of the feathers on the reverse. Symbolically, the coin reflects layers of British identity, monarchy on one side, the emblem of the heir to the throne on the other, the Latin and German inscriptions linking back to historical traditions, and the practical material change to copper-plated steel reflecting modern economic realities. For a small coin, it embodies a fusion of the old and the new, perfectly situated in the year before the 21st century began. Collectors often see 1999 issues as part of the broader Rank-Broadley portrait series, which itself is a distinct chapter in British coinage history, following the Raphael Makhlouf portrait used from 1985 to 1997. Over time, the 1999 2 pence coin, like others of its denomination, has also become a piece of nostalgia. Many Britons recall using 2p coins in childhood, whether saving them in piggy banks or using them at seaside arcades. The durability of copper-plated steel means that many of these coins still circulate today, though tarnishing, spotting, and corrosion can occur. For collectors, coins in excellent condition, particularly proof strikes, are the most desirable, but even ordinary examples serve as reminders of daily life in the late 20th century UK. In conclusion, the 1999 United Kingdom 2 pence coin may at first appear to be a simple piece of pocket change, but in truth, it represents a rich convergence of design, tradition, and historical context. With Queen Elizabeth II's realistic Rank-Broadley portrait on the obverse, Christopher Ironside's enduring Prince of Wales feathers on the reverse, its copper-plated steel composition, and its place in the pre-millennium atmosphere of Britain, the coin carries layers of meaning well beyond its small monetary value. Whether viewed as currency, as a collectible, or as a cultural artifact, the 1999 2 pence coin deserves attention as part of the broader tapestry of British numismatic history. Please like and subscribe to my channel.